Hello! Welcome to Chrysanthemum's magical emporium of curious commodities. Your one-stop shop here in Ashwood Grove for all potions, salves, hexes, and charms. I see you stopped by the coffee shop downstairs. Did you get one of my wonderfully fresh tea blends? Is that my lavender and lilac tea? Excellent choice. That one was created special to soothe the soul and calm the body. This must be your first time visiting my shop. Welcome. Well, I am currently the owner and the only employee. I haven't gotten around to hiring anyone else just yet. And I never forget a face. I've seen you wandering past my windows before. I think you've been frequenting the bookstore down the street. Am I correct? You've never seen my shop before. How interesting. I've been selling my magical wares in Ashwood Grove for years. You could even say I'm the city's #1 supplier for the more difficult to come by magic. The earth and I have a very special connection. The plants and herbs I grow in my garden are extremely potent, so my creations end up being highly sought after. And my prices are the most affordable around. Oh, of course. Like most everyone else here, I've been in the area my whole life. I'm surprised you've never noticed me or my shop. I felt we were a foundational piece of the magical economy. Though, I guess that could be my own pride speaking. No matter. What brings you in today? Looking perhaps for one of my famous healing salves? Or maybe a potion designed to make you taller? Maybe you're looking to purchase some of my tea blends. If you like what you're drinking now, I just developed another blend you may enjoy. It's full of jasmine and chamomile and is excellent for relaxing the mind and the heart. No? You're looking for a charm? What sort of charm? I have many simple, already made charms. Some of them are designed to improve your concentration for tests and projects. I have charms to improve the look of skin and promote hair growth. I also would be happy to use some of my magical botany to create a new charm for you in your specific situation. It may take a few minutes, but for you, I have nothing but time. Oh, I see. You're looking for a charm to soothe your grief. I should have known. So what is it? A lost love? Missed opportunity at work? Simply seeking solace from the tortures of this world? I suppose it is a bit of a personal question, but the more I know of you and your troubles, the better I can craft a charm for you and your unique needs. Ah, so it's a lost love. Love is one of the most powerful, though most fickle human emotions. One moment you've committed to an eternity together, and the next, well, it leaves you lamenting the time you have left. It's just so unfair, isn't it? That life just continues to move forward and you're just expected to continue marching along. It's a truly grim existence to watch everyone else scuttle about with their day-to-day lives, while you yourself are overcome with the grief of your loss. Tell me about them. The magic is strongest with the more information you tell me. Besides, can't it be cathartic to spill your soul to a stranger? Allow me to empathize with your tragedy as I assemble your charm. Let me fold in some of my sympathy so that the charm can offer you more than a cold, impersonal comfort. Please, sit down at my table and tell me your story. Yes, I see. my goodness. I understand. You've gone through so much. I'm amazed your heart has continued to beat with such a weight crushing upon it. Here, I'm just about done with your charm. I folded violet and hawthorn into the pendant, and, of course, I melded some poppies into the metal. There were also some forget-me-nots embossed within to promote the creation of new memories to replace the old. It's a very simple charm, but I know it will bring you comfort and soothe your aching heart. Payment? Yes, of course. Let's complete our transaction. But first, let's see if my charm suits you and your composition. Magic is not an exact science, and I would be remiss to have you pay for something that you cannot use. Here, would you like to try putting the necklace around your neck? Having a bit of trouble? Sure, let me help you. It can sometimes be difficult to get around your neck at first. You know, I usually try to take someone to dinner before getting this up close and personal. Although, this is making me realize I don't even have your name. You know, my name's Chrysanthemum. Care to give me yours? That name sounds familiar. What's your family name? We might have some acquaintances in common. Wow. What a delicious tasting name. And there, I'm all done putting your necklace on as well. What's that? You'll have to speak up now. It's common to feel a bit off after making such a deal. Your head must be throbbing. Yes, I'm sure you realize by now that something's missing. That grief you felt must be gone. But alas, everything else must be feeling a bit fuzzy now, too. Starting to put two and two together? You're right. That's not an ordinary charm I've placed around your neck. It's a symbol of my ownership. Please, sit down and take a few deep breaths. I like you, so I'll explain it. There. Don't you feel better now that you're seated? Yes, good. Take another sip of your tea. I am sure you've already figured out that that necklace cannot be removed. It's very powerful magic, almost as old as the stars still reigning in the sky. No, it's okay. Just stay seated. Yes, thank you. Although, I suppose I shouldn't be thanking you. It's not as though you have a choice anymore. Now that I have your name, you are completely subject to my will. With a word, I could have you bound to that chair for all eternity. I could command you to stop eating or drinking. And, if I wished it, you would never take another breath again. I don't mean trying to scare you. But look, there's finally some understanding dawning behind your eyes. You're right. I am not an ordinary mage with an affinity for the earth. Tricky thing identity is. With only words, I can convince you that I am anything without ever telling a lie. I tell you I create magic to buy, and you come flocking to my cauldron to buy your fill. I tell you that I've been in this area my whole life, and you believe me to be a resident of Ashwood Grove, and not an immortal deity from within the forest. You're right. I am a fae, and you have just given me your name and struck me a deal. I take away your grief from your lost lover, and, in exchange, you give me your servitude. Oh, so you don't think the payment is equal to the product gained? That's where you're wrong. You don't get to complain when you did not inquire the cost. You were so quick to put my charm around your neck, to negate the turmoil you have swirling around inside that beautiful head of yours. I have taken away your grief and sorrow and all of those horrible emotions tied to that lost love of yours. And, as I already told you, love is one of the most powerful human emotions. To remove all of those emotions tied to it is not an easy feat. So, I think taking your name and keeping you is a very, very generous deal. Now then, that's just mean. I know we don't have the best reputation amongst you mortals. But evil? That's just not correct. No one would call you cruel for stepping on an ant. You see it as small and inconsequential. And just the same, no one would herald you a hero for protecting an ant. That's what you mortals are to us. You're just a flash before you're gone. As small and as inconsequential as an ant. So, I suppose the real question is, will you become my sweet, complacent pet? Or will you end up crushed beneath my heel? I'll let you ruminate on that one, my pet. And while you do, let me just say, I am thrilled to welcome you to the staff of Chrysanthemum's magical emporium of curious commodities.